And off we go here on EA Sports. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Well, 49ers offense set to get to work for the first time. They're led out by the last pick in the draft in 2022. Iowa State's Brock Purdy at quarterback.
Mr. Irrelevant. Well, I think it's safe to say, Mike, he has been anything but irrelevant since arriving in the NFL, and he is living proof. It doesn't matter if you're drafted first overall, or in his case, with the very last pick. What does matter is what you do with the opportunity once it's given to you. Nothing real flashy about his game. He simply gets the job done, and that's exactly what his team is counting on him today over these next 60 minutes. He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. That's caught. Christian McCaffrey. And he won't get away. Good open field tackle there to get him down behind the line.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
That's into the hands of Pearsall on the right side. A gain of 11 on that one. First down, 49ers.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. Purdy going to put it up again. Gets this one into the hands of Dewan Jennings. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Well, I think it's pretty clear what the week's plan was, and that was to get the quarterback in a rhythm right out of the gate. You got to imagine as the game unfolds, they'll sprinkle in some runs. But so far, it's been their passing game to get this game started, and that last one results in a first down.
Here's Christian McCaffrey to get things started. And he'll only be able to muster a couple of yards. Cameron Curl up from his safety spot to make the tackle. Look him up on a 2nd down and 8. Purdy to throw. That's caught by McCaffrey. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line. Seventh play of this opening drive. And here's 3rd down. From the gun, it's Purdy. And that is incomplete. George Kittle was the intended target that time. And that's going to lead to a 4th down.
We're starting to see a lot of this on 3rd down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these 3rd down conversions. So you know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball. And in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up 4th down.
That's going to be out of bounds. Well judged and spotted right at the 10-yard line. The Rams offense taking the field for the first time. They're led by former number 1 overall pick and Super Bowl champion with the Rams, Matthew Stafford.
Stafford was one of those guys, Mike, that I think through the first half of his career was probably the most underappreciated quarterback in the entire league. The talent was always undeniable. But when he was constantly discredited for was just the fact that he was on some really bad teams that were left to play really irrelevant football down the stretch. Immediately changed that narrative the second he joined a championship roster. Now, he's just trying to see if he can add some more hardware to that resume and solidify that legacy even further.
Here's a screen set up to Williams.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
2nd down and 8. Working out of the gun, Stafford. Open man is Smith. He's got him. And he'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
He'll try to run for it with Williams. So a 4th down, the Rams will send out Ethan Evans to punt. Back deep for the Niners, Jacob Cowling. This one fielded out beyond the 25. The Niners offense ready to see the football for the 2nd time. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Purdy. Open man is Jennings. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
3rd down, 3 to go. Shotgun snap to Purdy. Open man, right side. He's got it. Call it a gain of 13. It's good for a Niners 1st down.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. I think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
Up the middle, here's McCaffrey. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
And he takes it down to the 15-yard line.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
They'll throw again with Purdy. This one caught at the 4. And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down, but they are set up with 1st and goal.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver, and
he will fight his way to the end zone. Brock Purdy, touchdown, 49ers.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
Extra point up and good from Moody. And the 49ers will take a 7-0 lead. So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. The return starts from the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Rams offense ready for their second possession. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. From the gun, here's Stafford. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Stafford now on 2nd down. Diamador Lenore there defensively to break that one up.
You just can't defend a pass much better than that, Mike. And the way they teach these defenders is attack the receiver's hand with your hands. That's the catch point that you want to disrupt, and makes a really nice play on the ball, and he's able to knock it out of bounds.
Throw on 3rd down, Stafford. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Here's Ethan Evans now. And he's on to punt for the 2nd time in this opening quarter. This will be returnable from his own 15. That could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line. Here's Christian McCaffrey and the 49ers offense coming back onto the field. And he's been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers here in the first half. This defense is going to need to find a way to key in on him because he's eating them up right now. On 1st and 10, it's Purdy. A short one there, caught by Kittle. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
On 2nd down, it's McCaffrey. He'll get in behind his blockers, get forward for a pickup of 3. That stop made by Byron Young. Here's a 3rd down and 4. They'll put Ayuk in motion. 3rd and short. Purdy. And he's going to get there. He got the 1st down, not by a whole lot, but that'll keep this drive rolling.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
Throwing on 1st down is Purdy. Right back to Kittle. That's another one. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
Here's 2nd and 2. So Kittle comes in motion. A give for McCaffrey running right. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
2nd and short. Normally, this is a great time, Mike, to put the ball in the air and try to press the ball downfield. But in this case, they keep it on the ground. Has a similar effect. They pick up a good gain and a 1st down.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Now Purdy. He'll find his tight end, Kittle, on the right side. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
The drag route. We used to say this is day 1 install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
The most impressive thing about this drive, Mike, has really just been their efficiency. They've just continued to pick up 1st downs, fresh sets of downs. We just saw there with that 3rd down conversion, continue to possess the ball. These opportunities to come away with points continue to go up.
This throw left side caught by Kittle. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
And the defense there to meet them. They'll hold them to 2 and bring up 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with McCaffrey. And the Niners are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 3.
In real time from up here, Mike, I couldn't tell whether or not he got it at first glance, but I think after seeing the replays we have up here, it looked like he and his blockers got just enough, and they're going to be able to keep this drive alive.
And they'll run here with McCaffrey. And he's into the end zone. Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown, San Francisco. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finished it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Moody now for the extra point. It's up and good. And the 49ers move out on top 14-0. So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. From the 6, here comes a return. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Rams offense ready for this next possession. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. Now it's Stafford. That's to the left side and pulled in by Higbee.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. A shotgun snap to Stafford. Finds Nakua on the slant. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
It's so early in the game, you have to be careful now as coaches and players that you don't find yourself trailing early and get out of your game plan. There is so much time left. Stick to what you've worked on all week. There's plenty of time to chip away and see if you can make this thing close come the 4th quarter.
A play fake. Now Stafford to throw. He'll take a shot here. Back of the end zone. And that's going to wind up uncatchable out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
You can just see the reaction on the sideline. This defense thought they had themselves a critical stop. The mantra down here for all defensive coordinators, Mike, is takeaways, field goals. That's what you're trying to do, and man, they were this close to coming away with a huge takeaway.
Right side, complete to Nakua. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. They run over center with Williams.
Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this 4th down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to them, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with points.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They'll snap it. Here's Stafford. Oh, the blitz gets there. He is sacked, and they will turn it over on downs.
All right, Mike, so in this situation, a defensive coordinator has two options. You can sit back and play the pass, or you can be aggressive and go after the quarterback. In this case, they chose the latter, and that's why they were able to force the turnover on downs.
The Niners offense headed back to take over once more. They've raced out to a 14-0 lead. They've done nothing wrong so far. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Purdy. That's over the middle and caught by Pearsall. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
To say this group has started strong here in the first quarter, Mike, might be a bit of an understatement. I mean, offensively, firing on all cylinders. Defensively, suffocating the opponent. The ability to complement each other on both sides of the ball and play at such a high level, they could have a little bit more breathing room here by the end of this drive.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. That's caught by McCaffrey. And he is taken down. A big gain on that one. Great way for them to end this opening quarter. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Back to the air is Purdy. That's to his tight end, Kittle. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Back to the air again is Purdy. He pulls it in around the 5. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be 1st and goal.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a 1st down. Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
So Kittle comes in motion. On the give, it's McCaffrey. Not a lot of room to work there. Well played by the defense. And they set themselves up for 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. He's got his man, middle of the end zone. Ricky Pearsall, touchdown, 49ers. This defense continuing to give up points. Greg, you've been on offenses like this. This has to feel great when you're on a roll like this.
And it's really twofold, Mike. First and foremost, just like you said, every offense in the league works all week. We want to start out fast. We want to establish some early rhythm and play our style of game. They've certainly done that. Now, on the flip side, what does it do to your opponent? It takes them completely out of their game plan, knowing this early in the game, they're chasing points.
On is Moody to add the extra point. He's got it. And the 49ers will stake themselves to a 21-0 lead. So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. Now return coming from the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Here come the Rams as their offense trots back onto the field. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here, needing to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on first down. Atwell sent in motion here. On the play fake, here's Stafford. He'll let this go. Deep shot for Atwell. And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff now. Stafford. He'll let this go towards the end zone.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's position. Being able to get himself to a spot to get his hands on the ball and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
So here's Brock Purdy and this 49ers offense heading back onto the field. They've opened up a big lead already, trying to put this one to bed maybe before halftime. Another drive starts here with 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Purdy. That's into the hands of Pearsall on the right side. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that anytime a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
And he slips through an opening. Winds up getting about 8. That is past the 40-yard line. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Shotgun snap to Purdy. He'll go right and find his running back. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game, just one more thing for the defense to have to defend, make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone, defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way in doing it.
And they'll take this down inside the 35.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
1st and 10. To throw is Purdy. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. Throwing again is Purdy. He'll go underneath here, the running back out of the backfield.
I think the rest of those receivers in the huddle have all come to the realization that they might not be getting a target anytime soon, and frankly, I don't blame them. I mean, they're riding the hot hand, and rightfully so. Until this defense proves that they can stop him in the passing game, I expect the quarterback to just continue to go back to him time and time again.
3rd and short. Here's Purdy. He'll try to run for it. Give him 11 on the scramble and give them a new set of downs.
Great job here by the quarterback on 3rd and short, knowing that if nothing's there downfield, he can pick this up with his legs. And not only is he able to pick up the 1st down, he gets a whole lot more than that.
Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll run here with McCaffrey. And the 49ers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
It's been a really nice drive they've been able to put together, Mike, and I think the key word is balance. Not having to rely too heavily on either the run or the pass. Continue to mix it up, going back and forth. Keep the defense off balance. A lot of success.
Throwing from the gun is Purdy. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
That was a perfectly timed hit, and I think it actually saved 6 points, Mike. He got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball.
Purdy now on 2nd down. And this is too far over the end line. It's incomplete. Ricky Pearsall, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd and goal. To throw, Purdy. To the goal line and in. Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown, San Francisco. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Moody now for the extra point. He's got it. And the 49ers are able to extend the advantage to 28-0. So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. This one taken at the 7. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. The Rams offense ready to take over once again. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. It has not been their half to this point. Let's see what they do on this drive. First down now. They go play action with Stafford. A throw left side there, not going to find the target. Incomplete.
It's always a risky decision anytime a quarterback tries to force the ball, especially into those tightly contested areas. Not a lot of daylight, not a lot of room for error. In this case, it just falls simply as an incomplete. But as this game unfolds, better decisions are going to lead to better results.
Stafford now on second down. And he's not going to be able to get away. Very good coverage on the perimeter. It goes down as a loss of yards.
We call them safeties because they're usually the last line of defense, but not here. On this play, he's up there at the line of scrimmage attacking the offense, and he takes him down for a negative play.
Third and long. Working out of the gun, Stafford. He's got a man. That's Nacua. Complete. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins, and it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline, so as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
They put Adams in motion. Play action, Stafford. That's to Atwell. He's got it. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
This is just like recess, just playing one-on-one football and saying, all right, I'm throwing you the ball. You got to go get open. This is a great job by the receiver selling it at the top of his route. The defender thought he was defending a deep ball. He sticks his foot in the ground and comes back. Well-timed, well-executed, and a nice pickup.
And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
Mike, did you see how hyped the sideline got after that run after catch? I mean, I thought the bench was going to run out onto the field to celebrate. He refused to go down on first contact and second contact for that matter.
Again, it's Stafford. There's a short one taken in by Higbee. And this drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up first and goal for his team.
I love this concept here. Really good job by the other receivers clearing out that space. Big tight end comes down with the catch, and it's going to bring up first and goal.
Stafford to throw again. This one caught at the 4. And he's in. Kyren Williams. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Well, that is a step in the right direction, finding the end zone. I don't know, Greg, could this be building some momentum for these guys, and that's important before halftime?
Absolutely, and I think the biggest thing this coach is trying to get across right now on the sideline, Mike, is let's just cut into this lead, and let's make it a one-score game at half. So they still got some work to do, but if they can go into halftime, regroup, catch their breath, just keep it close, give yourself a fighting chance here out of the break.
Joshua Carty comes out now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Rams are able to cut into the deficit. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 5. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Niners offense and Brock Purdy headed back on the field for their next possession. And he has done everything you could ask of him coming into this one. He spread it around, hasn't taken many chances, and potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Purdy works out of the pistol. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes. So give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete. They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to third down and 10. This throw left side, caught by Kittle. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's fourth down.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Rams offense ready to see what they can do. They'll start out first down and 10. Stafford. Nacua snags it over the middle. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Second down and 3. Out of the gun, Stafford. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Stafford now on third down. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the first down.
Set to go now on first and 10. On the play fake, here's Stafford. He'll take a shot here for the end zone. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
I can tell you from firsthand experience, Mike, that is a lonely and long jog back to the huddle. I mean, you're an inch away from being the hero with a deep touchdown. Instead, you let it go through your fingertips, and you got to come back to the huddle and try again.
And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down. They'll throw once more. Here's Stafford. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Got to give a lot of credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was plenty of time for the quarterback to work through his progression. I thought the protection was actually pretty solid. But at the end of it, there was just nowhere to go, and he had no choice but to just throw that ball away.
Here's their punter now, as he is on to punt for the Rams. And this is going to work out for him. Out of bounds, and they'll mark it inside the 10. The Niners offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And he's had things all his way in the first half. Those numbers are sensational. And he looks to add to them with another drive here. Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. Open man is Jennings. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
And he'll be brought down, but not before they move it up past the 30-yard line.
And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a safety on your running back, he's expected to win, and that's exactly what he did here.
On 1st and 10, Purdy. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Just seems like another case of predetermining where the quarterback is going to go with the ball. He had a lot of good route options on that last concept. I think if he just remains a little bit more patient, read the play out, let it unfold, will lead to some easier and better completions.
Who else? Another catch for his favorite target.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
Here now, 3rd and 5. Here's Purdy again. Right back to Kittle. That's another one. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
Well, nothing real fancy here, Mike. Not a huge pickup, but anytime on 3rd down, you got to know where the sticks are, who's your most reliable player, and I think everybody in this booth knows exactly what position that is.
Back to the air again is Purdy. That's taken in by Jennings. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
He's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Out of the gun. It's Purdy. Off he goes.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
Third and long. On the handoff, McCaffrey. And a good tackle out wide will hold him to a gain of just 3. And with just 4 seconds left in the first half, a timeout is called. On comes Thomas Morstead as he is on to punt it away for San Francisco. So we reach halftime in what has been to this point a one-sided game. As we send you cross-country to the Sunshine State, that's where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. All yours, Coach.
Okay, Michael, thanks very much. And with that, we welcome you all into our EA Sports studios. This is the Halftime Report. We saw the former All-Pro Christian McCaffrey up to his old tricks in that first half. He found the end zone twice, once on the ground and once in the passing game, as he proved he's anything but a one-dimensional running back.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The home team's offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. And the woes in the running game continue. They're going to subtract yards there. A loss on the play.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Second down, it's Stafford. He's got a receiver wide open, left side. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A gain there of 24 yards. Good for a Rams first down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
They'll come up on a second down and 8. A shotgun snap to Stafford. A throw right side is intercepted. That's the linebacker, Fred Warner.
Mike, there's usually such a comfort level when the guy playing quarterback behind center is a veteran. They've seen a lot of ball. You can trust them to make good decisions. And then every once in a while, one just gets away, and that's just simply a bad ball, a bad mistake. And you're not going to get away with it at this level.
The 49ers offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he has been in control of this offense. Want to run you through some of the action from earlier on. You've got the 2 touchdown passes, over 200 passing yards. He has been excellent all game long. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. The drive starts with a carry by McCaffrey. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
It's too early at this point, Mike, to really start thinking about the clock. You definitely don't want to go into a shell. But now this is the point in the game where having a good ground game really starts to take over. You throw to get the lead, but man, once you get it, that ground game, that's what finishes the game off.
Purdy gonna give this to Guerendo. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
Purdy now on second down. Open man downfield is Kittle. What about that? Out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. A big-time play for the Niners. It's a gain of 49.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
They can still get a first down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. Now, a handoff to McCaffrey. And he'll get this only to about the 10. A tight end in motion now. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he's able to find a crease, get ahead for 7, and he'll bring up 3rd down. They need 2. Here's Purdy. That is caught, and he'll take it on in. George Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. On is Moody to add the extra point. The kick is good. And the 49ers will extend this 3rd quarter lead. So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. This taken at the 5. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. Matthew Stafford and the Rams offense getting set to go again. And this defense has really had their way so far. intercepting him twice, forced into a number of bad throws, and generally the D has just made it tough to operate all game long. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Atwell sent in motion here. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
The motion man is Nacua. Stafford now on first down. It's caught. It's the tight end Higbee. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. Second and a yard. Working out of the gun, Stafford. This one complete to Atwell. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
Just take what the defense is giving you. When you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game, now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
That'll be caught by the running back, Williams. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Here's second and 2. To the air again, Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend. So give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
The field goal unit on the sideline. They'll line up to go for it on fourth down. They'll go for it. It's Williams. And he's going to have a Rams first down as they get 4 on 4th and inches.
This play should always end up converting a fourth down, especially at this distance. But you can't tell me there weren't some nerves on that sideline as they sent that play in to snap it. But fortunately, nothing to worry about. The offense gets it done.
That's to the left side and pulled in by Higbee. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Second down and 8. From the gun, here's Stafford. He'll find his tight end. That's Higbee. And he will score. Tyler Higbee. Touchdown, Rams.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page, Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
On comes Joshua Carty for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Rams are able to edge a bit closer. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Here's the San Francisco offense ready to take possession of the ball once more. And as we look back now, Greg, at how we got here, we got a ton of highlights of the offense so far. In particular, great passing.
Yeah, and if you want to score points in the NFL, Mike, there's no secret. You've got to do it primarily through the air, and with 3 touchdowns here so far, that's exactly what we've seen. It's been deep balls. It's been intermediate shots. It's been good run after catch. This has really been high-level offense on display right from the jump.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll put Ayuk in motion. They'll run with McCaffrey to start this drive. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. From the gun, it's Purdy. He'll try to fit in the slant, and it was intercepted. That's the safety, Cameron Curl.
I know it doesn't seem like a ton of yards on top of that pick, but that was really well done. I mean, it's just going to make life so much easier now as the offense takes the field, trying to capitalize off of that turnover.
The home team's offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They'll start really in field goal territory already, but they're looking for more. Offense got it, 1st and 10. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. On 1st down, Stafford. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
All these defensive linemen, I promise you, they all want sacks. That is how you get paid. That is how you make your name. But it's also the other plays where you can affect the quarterback. Can you make them feel uncomfortable? Or in this case, you don't get the sack, but it was the hit that's able to alter the pass to fall incomplete.
Now a 3rd and 2. Off play action. It's Stafford. That one on target to Williams. He's got it.
A running back that can be used in the passing game is a handful for these defenses. And you can tell this offense, they're not shy getting this guy the ball. And I think the rest of this game, they're going to continue to see, hey, defense, do you have an answer for this guy?
On 1st and 10, Stafford. He's got it at the 3. And the Rams are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Sudden change. So you find yourself defensively a little bit on your heels. Your offense just turned the ball over, and now you've got to go out and make a stand. Well, so far this offense has moved the ball pretty quickly, but can they dig in and at least force a field goal.
And he's not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose yardage. They push him backwards.
In these goal-to-go situations backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage, and that's exactly what they did here. Watch the push they get. The offensive line goes backwards, and they take the ball carrier down for a loss.
In motion, it's the tight end, Higbee. Stafford now on second down. There's a short one taken in by Higbee.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line.
Under pressure, and now he's going to go down back at the 8-yard line.
Anytime you bring pressure like that, Mike, you're counting on getting to the quarterback before you get beat downfield. The vulnerability of that play call is in your pass coverage, but when you can get home and get to the quarterback that fast, the offense never has a chance to stress your coverage.
So on comes Joshua Carty to try this field goal. This about as short as you can get. Carty's kick is good. And the Rams cut 3 off the lead, but they still face a sizable deficit.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in first and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 3. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Niners offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. Here's 1st and 10. Receiver in motion, headed left. McCaffrey now on 1st and 10. Able to tiptoe around one tackler, but not a second. He'll be taken down for no gain right at the line of scrimmage. He'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap to Purdy. That's caught by McCaffrey. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So prior to that 3rd down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation. At that down and distance, they had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Force the incomplete, brings up 4th down.
Puka Nacua and this Rams offense come back onto the field. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. A play fake. Now Stafford to throw. This one taken in by Parkinson. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, Stafford. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
3rd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Stafford. And that is incomplete.
He's already been a little reckless with his decision-making up until this point, Mike, and now it almost backfires on him again. He has to do a better job of finding the matchups, finding the space on the field so everything is not a forced ball into these tight windows.
This brought in out past the 20. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. Here's Christian McCaffrey and the 49ers offense coming back onto the field. And you have to imagine the defense is saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the 3rd quarter. First and 10. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. A throw on the move is caught. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down. Out of the gun, it's Purdy. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And this one will not work. He goes out of bounds. They're going to drop 4 on that one.
What they teach these backs is when you catch a check down, immediately try to get vertical. Try to put a hole in the defense coming to rally tackle. So give credit to the defense here. They strung this out and made him go sideways, and they forced him to go so far sideways, he went out of bounds.
He's trying to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not, and be taken down there.
Quarterback just has to get this ball out of his hands. I understand giving your guy a chance to pick up the 1st down. Let's see if he can get some space downfield past the sticks and put one on him. But once it's clear that's not going to work, this ball either needs to be thrown away, checked down, but you certainly don't want to continue to go backwards.
The 49ers out to punt this one, as he's on for the 5th time this afternoon. And he'll get a few yards on this return up past the 15-yard line. The Rams offense back onto the field for their next possession. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run by Williams. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. He dropped for the loss of a yard.
Anytime the running back is forced to chop his feet in the background and never get to top speed, you know that play's not going anywhere. And that's exactly what the defense was able to force here by getting penetration. Great job there stopping this play before he had a chance to even get started.
It's another run here for Williams. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up third down. So we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Got to get it to the 28, but now it's third down. A shotgun snap to Stafford. And that is incomplete.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump. And they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. And that is not going to work. Incomplete, and they turn it over on downs.
You find yourself down big. It's the fourth quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
The 49ers offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They start with the lead and the football. They do so with tremendous field position. It's 1st and 10. Here's Purdy. This throw left side caught by Kittle.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. And this throw out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
An incompletion there isn't ideal by any means, Mike, but I think that's one of those passes where he made sure that ball was either going to end up in his guy's hands or out of bounds.
Third down, 3 to go. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. He'll try and get there on the ground. And Purdy going to smartly hit the deck here as he's able to pick up the first down in the process.
Those plays are killers for a defense. You think you have the quarterback hemmed in. You think you have a chance for your pass rush to get you off the field. Instead, he gets away, picks up some tough yards, and sets his team up 1st and goal.
To throw is Purdy. He pulls it in around the 5. And they'll get this down to the 3, but no further. It'll be 2nd and goal. They'll look to run with McCaffrey. And he's got another one. Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown, San Francisco. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon. And that touchdown probably, Greg, ends any small hopes of a comeback on the other side.
Yeah, and I think those chances, Mike, were small to begin with, but with that last score, I think this one is pretty much over.
Moody now for the extra point. It's up and through. And the 49ers will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Here come the Rams as their offense trots back onto the field. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. Working out of the gun, Stafford. He's got his man, Devontae Adams. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. From the gun, here's Stafford. Nakua snags it over the middle. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
That's the left side, pulled in by Higbee. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line.
It's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the fourth quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
They'll throw once more. Here's Stafford. To the left side, and Adams has it. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
These can be tricky situations defensively, right? The game is all but over. Barring something unforeseen, you got this one in the bag, but you still want to finish on a high note. You still want to walk off the field and put an exclamation point on what's pretty much been a dominant performance right from the start.
Stafford to throw again. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
Trying the left side. Here goes Williams. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
Just feels like this has been the story of the day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going on the ground, and a big reason they find themselves trailing, and another loss of yards.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Now it's Stafford. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Tutu Atwell. Touchdown, L.A. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. At least a little payoff with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. Give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this one.
Carney now to add the extra point. His kick is good. And the Rams are able to cut into the deficit. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. A safe kick taken at the 5. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The 49ers offense and Christian McCaffrey getting set for their next possession. And you look at his numbers as a pass catcher in this one. They've lined him up in different spots, shifted him around, and they've made him a real weapon in the passing game. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Purdy going to give this one to McCaffrey. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's 2nd and 6. They run once more with McCaffrey. And he'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5, and here comes 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with McCaffrey. And he's going to have a 49ers first down. At least it appears that way. He got it maybe by the length of the football.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the first down, and they're able to convert.
They'll go back to McCaffrey on 1st down. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
On the give, it's McCaffrey. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down. Second down and 3. Give a tight end motioning left here. Up the middle, here's McCaffrey. And he'll be close to a first down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short. Third and a yard. Needing a yard, they throw with Purdy. Able to complete it to Ayuk. He'll get out of bounds, a gain of 8, and that's going to be good enough for a first down.
When you decide to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, typically, Mike, what you're doing is you start from the top down. If you have the big shot downfield, take it. If not, the quarterback works through his progression, finds the medium target, picks up a first down.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll run here with McCaffrey. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Shotgun snap to Purdy. That's caught by McCaffrey. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop. Well, give him some credit. Initially, that looked like it was going to be a sack. He's able to escape the pressure and get away, picks up a little bit of yardage, but at least he avoids taking that shot.
They face 2nd down and 7. They'll put Ayuk in motion. Throwing on 2nd down is Purdy. They've converted twice on 3rd down on this drive. Now facing 3rd and 3. Here's McCaffrey. Only need a yard, and it's 4th down. Here's Purdy. He's got his man, right side, it's complete.
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. The defense has had no answers up until this point, and now the next step is, can they come away with 6? Because anything less than that, after this long drive, would be a bit of a letdown.
They'll send the tight end in motion right. And they'll run here with McCaffrey. He'll be wrapped up there down at the 3-yard line. Here now, 2nd down and goal. From the gun, it's Purdy. Good blocking, and he's in. Brock Purdy, touchdown, 49ers. And that is now a pair of rushing touchdowns. The quarterback giving it to them, Greg, with his legs in this one.
And we're starting to see, Mike, why this week this coaching staff told us they're encouraging this guy to do this more often. His ability to be a passer, but also a rusher, is an element to this offense that is hard for defenses to account for.
On is Moody to add the extra point. He knocks it through. And the 49ers are going to extend their lead. So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. The return starts from the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Rams offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Stafford. Our throw here, right side, falls incomplete.
You know, there's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
2nd down, it's Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
There's that man again, another catch.
I think there's one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a fourth down decision to make.
On fourth down, Stafford. And for a third time today, he's intercepted. That's the linebacker, Fred Warner.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
The Niners offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. They'll begin with 1st and 10. They'll send a tight end in motion. A run here with McCaffrey. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, Mike, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the fourth quarter, which typically means I had to lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, we've had enough. They sold out to stop him. They hold him to no gain.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off. After this, here's 3rd down and a few inches. On the handoff, McCaffrey. And he's going to have a Niners first down. Maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the first down.
They run straight ahead with McCaffrey. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down. Again, it's McCaffrey. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So 3rd down, forthcoming. So, a win here for the 49ers. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, they got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did, and that was the difference in this one. So, that'll do it for us. For Greg Olsen and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. So long, everybody.